Okay, this time we're going to draw the sporophyte of the moss, and the sporophyte is kind of the stem-like projection coming off of the green leafy stuff. So, of course, we're going to start with the epidermis again on the outside. And then as we go inside, we'll have all the same layers. So the first layer will be the cortex, and we have some sclerid cells on the outside of that cortex, the outer edge, and then parenchyma cells towards the inside. And so the sclerid cells, those are the ones that are, thick walls. And then the parenchyma cells are the great big open ones. And in this cortex, there's actually been a lot of cells digested to increase the air within that stem, so creating air pockets. And then inside the cortex layer, we have another, right in the center, the hydrome. And then the cells within that would be the hydroids. And then there might be some cells surrounding the hydrome, kind of a cylinder of leptones. So each of those cells would be a leptoid, responsible for transporting photosynthate, and then the region would be the leptone. So I'm going to clean this up a bit and add some color, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we started with this outside layer again, which is the epidermis. And then we're going to draw some sclerids just inside of that epidermal layer, which are thick-walled cells. Let's do that. So after the sclerid layer, the next layer is going to be kind of larger open cells that are the parenchyma cells that are still part of the cortex, but they're kind of the inner cortex made of parenchyma, and then the outer cortex would be made of sclerids. Okay, so I'll go ahead and fill that layer in. Then towards the middle, it looks like we've got a few cells of the leptoids that kind of surround a central core there. And so each one of those little cells is a leptoid, while the whole region would be the leptome. Then in the very center, we're going to have the hydroids, filling up that space and making up the hydrome. Okay, so that central ring there, each cell would be the leptoid, and then that inner cylinder would be the hydroids. And so the entire ring of the leptoids would be the leptome. And then the entire ring, that middle cylinder, would be the hydrome. And then both the parenchyma and the sclerids together would make up the cortex.